Genesis verse 1 line 26. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our own image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the land creatures that move along the ground. Let us make mankind in our own image." Delving into this text, let us make mankind in our own image. Now, to understand this, let's take the example of Jesus Christ, as only Jesus and other people like Jesus can be considered as an image of God Himself. But since God has given the command that we are His own image, then let's just say that at the very beginning, all humans were like Jesus, and everybody went back to God at the end of their life point. One more meaning of this text is that it isn't the human body which is its image or equal. The one which is its image is the soul itself, which may just be a very small part of God, but God will remain God no matter how small the scale is. Let's say God is like all the water combined in this world, and Jesus and other saints are like an ocean, and we as humans are just a drop of water. So this is the scale difference. So even though we are just a drop of water, water in essence will be water, no matter how big the quantity or how minuscule. So if we can understand one drop, we will in essence understand all of God Himself. Now the question that comes forward is that how do we understand soul? Now soul on its own is as foreign of a subject to we humans as is God. Now in essence, both are full of light, full of love, and both of them are longing to meet each other. So now this is where Jesus comes in. What He will do is that as He Himself is an ocean, we are just a drop of water. He will take our drop, merge it in Himself, so we become part of Him. We before were just a drop of water, now we have become ocean itself by becoming its part. And Jesus on its own is God Himself and part and parcel of the very God, which is above, living in the eternal home. By becoming Jesus part, you end up becoming God part also. Now the phrase, "in our likeness," what this phrase is trying to question is that there is something in we humans that God likes about us. So from this, we need to recognize what is it that God likes about us. Now one of God's qualities is love, and if we end up having this bond of love with God, so He can through this connection start liking you. But this liking and love will come at a cost. What the cost is that, like we humans love this creation, like we have our infinite desires, we like money, we like power. So basically, since this brain is limited to this world, it has ended up limiting itself to this world. So it only likes this creation and not its creator itself. And if by some stroke of destiny, let's just say a person's life was not good and he ends up becoming fed up of this whole creation and ends up saying to God that he does not wishes to stay in this creation and he wants to come back to you. Now in this situation, this person will end up meeting his Father, which God has sent for him, and he will form a master-disciple relationship with this Father figure. So this love for Master and the sacrifice all of this creation, we ended up making the very best wish that we humans can make, and this became the part about we humans that God liked, so that they may rule over the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the land creatures that move along the ground. So delving into this text, what it is interpreting, that we humans are sort of like the top of the food chain. Now, if we analyze every creature and divide in 5 sectors, then they are divided in parts of water, earth, sky, air, fire. Now, based on this, fishes end up becoming the bottom part as they only survive in water. Then comes trees, which requires both water and earth. Moving further, there are birds and other rodents and small animals, and these creatures are 3-element based, with birds having water, air, and sky, and rodents having water, air, and earth. Now coming to all other animals, except of humans, everything is 4-element based, which are water, earth, air, and fire. Now finally coming to we humans, who are the top of the food chain, the very image of God Himself, and are at the very top of the creation. We are even higher than angels in heaven. Even sun, moon, and earth are sort of like beneath us, and Jesus and other people like Jesus only end up coming to this earth. Just for we humans, they will specially take human form, and we humans also have all 5 elements, and we are unique, as nobody else will have all 5 elements of water, earth, sky, fire. So what make we humans so special is that all the other life form, their only destiny is that they have to stay in this creation, whereas we humans are given chance, becoming a part of Jesus, which in turn ends up making you as a part of God Himself, and you can finally leave this creation behind. So only we humans have the chance of becoming God in this lifetime, but this doesn't mean that we humans are God, as it is our soul which will merge with God. As for this human body, its last ultimate outcome is death, which is uniform for anybody and everybody. As even people like Jesus have to die, so how can we humans escape from it? Now coming to the part where we rule over them, what this means is that we humans can graze animals like cows, buffalo, sheep, and goat, and we humans can also be farmers. We humans also have pets, in form of rodents like rabbit, birds, as well as fishes, and we humans also eat fruits and can also plant more trees. So basically, we humans have been given this whole earth, and all the other creatures are sort of just like gifts from God, just so that we can live happily with them. Now God has given us food, air, milk, companionship in form of family and friends, as well as pets, just so that we can live in this creation with convenience. Now we as humans, what makes us different from the rest is that we have a brain. So what is the function of brain? Now this very simple, our brain function is to think. Now our brain is sort of like the dictator of our life, like based on its desires, greed, ego, lust, and anger. What you actually need to do is that not based on these 5 properties make it think, if the thing that we are about to do, is it the right thing? Now you will ask, what makes it right? Anything which is opposite of the 5 properties is always right. Now the other question comes, why should we do the right thing? Now if you don't do the right thing, you will actually follow the 5 wrong properties of brain. What you are not realizing is that behind the initial immediate satisfaction, they are simply boundless, as no man will be able to fulfill all his desires. Greed is also an endless number. A man-ego can also be boundless. Lust is also like a fire. The more you feed it, fiercer it will burn. Anger may be a one-time thing, but what it does is equally bad, as it takes away your power of thinking, and once you stop thinking, and once your anger controls you, anything you do will have its consequence.